It all started with a card, an old business card, a calling card they called them way back then. I found this card in a box of my parents' things. Some other ones found with it, but this one stood out to me because it had a place on it, a church that was located about 20 miles from me in Newnan, Georgia. The name on the card is G.A. Nunnally. No title included except Pastor, Newnan First Baptist Church. However, this man, Gustavus Alonzo Nunnally, who preferred the simpler moniker G.A., was one of the most highly accomplished men I have ever come across in Georgia history. Gustavus Alonzo Nunnally was born on March 24, 1841, to William and Mary Nunnally on their plantation in Good Hope, Georgia, near Monroe. At the age of 14, he entered the University of Georgia and became the youngest man to ever receive a diploma in the history of the university. At 19 years old, he married Mary Briscoe of Monroe. Their wedding was at her parents' home and was attended by two future governors, James Boynton and Henry McDaniel. Mary and G.A. would remain married for 52 years until her death in 1912. They had two sons, Alonzo Harris Nunnally and William Josiah Nunnally. G.A. began teaching school, but when the Civil War began, he joined Company E, 9th Regiment Infantry, Georgia State Guards, as a first sergeant. He was stationed in Rome for part of the war and was with General Robert E. Lee at Appomattox at the end of the war. Someone posted this on the Nunnally Ancestry page and is probably from one of Gus's sermons or one of his books, and is titled Gus and the Soldier. At the end of the war between the states up in Virginia, a poor soldier came into the cold and comfortable day coach in which young Nunnally was making his journey home. The soldier asked, "Will somebody share a seat?" There was no response, so he repeated the question and added, "I'm from Georgia." Gus Nunnally beckoned to him, and they slept together all night, wrapped in the same blanket. The next morning, in daylight, it was discovered that the soldier had smallpox. Then he had the whole coach to himself. He began preaching a little before the war, but after the war he started preaching in earnest. So he added this calling to his list of professions. He had already been the president of Hamilton Female College and the principal of the Johnston Institute, operated a farm, a cotton gin, and a newspaper, and now a pastor of a church in Monroe, Bethabara Church, a post he held for 10 years. And he made it official. In 1883, Mercer University awarded him the full degree of Doctor of Divinity, and the University of Georgia honored him with an LL.D. degree, a doctorate-level honorary degree. After serving 4 years as president of Mercer University, he established a Baptist college in Lake City, Florida, Columbia College. And he served 8 years as president of the Southern Female College in LaGrange. He even ran for governor of Georgia, but his heart just wasn't in it. But being a preacher was his first calling. Between 1903 and 1907, he served the First Baptist Church of Newnan, Georgia, in this building, still standing in downtown Newnan. He gave someone his calling card, possibly making a house call on a sick or grieving parishioner. They kept it for me to discover over 100 years later, so I could tell his story. The Reverend Dr. Gustavus Alonzo Nunnally, simply G.A. Nunnally, educator, soldier, minister, college president, author, business owner, and gubernatorial candidate. After the death of his first wife, G.A. Nunnally married Mrs. Alla Holmes Cheney of Rome. Upon his death on August 14, 1917, he was buried in Monroe, Georgia.